Good afternoon and welcome to the 15th MediWales Annual Innovation Awards. I really am very pleased to see everybody here this year, in particular this year in what is absolutely unprecedented times. In more normal times, I know many of you will have joined us at the National Museum in Cardiff. You would have been enjoying a glass of champagne and the artworks in the National Museum before you joined us for the ceremony in the theatre, before joining us for a meal and a few drinks afterwards. Sadly, as everybody knows and as everybody is unfortunately getting used to, that's not possible this year. But we are going to try and take the positives out of delivering these 15th MediWales Innovation Awards online. We're able to welcome friends from across Wales, across the UK and internationally. And that's a huge benefit. We're able to stream our presentation to a wider audience through YouTube. So those of you who have joined us on YouTube, welcome. And we're also going to be able to keep this award presentation and distribute it on demand, so that and more people can join us in celebrating the Welsh life science sector and their achievements. And despite the difficult times, despite the challenges that we are facing this year, we are here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate achievements from our industry sector, from our academic colleagues, and of course, more than ever before, we're here to celebrate the contribution that our NHS friends and colleagues have made to our sector and to the current challenges as a result of COVID-19. So I really am very pleased to be speaking to you all today, and you are very welcome. So just to start, as is normal with awards presentations, we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be providing this presentation if it wasn't for our sponsors. So I'm going to say a big thank you straight off to Roche, to Welsh Government Health and Social Services Technology, Digital Innovation and Strategy team, and to Health and Care Research Wales for being our event sponsors today and for making this worth it. Making this event possible. And I'm going to be saying thank you to our registration sponsor, the Compound Semiconductor Catapult. And I will be mentioning a number of other sponsors, all of our event sponsors, our award sponsors, as we go through today's ceremony. So I'm really not going to hold back on saying thank you to sponsors and for mentioning them, because they genuinely have made this possible. So a little bit of housekeeping in terms of how things are going to go for the next hour. You've already had a chance to see our networking platform that we've used for today's event, and hopefully some of you have been table hopping and saying hello to a few other people that you've managed to not see for some time, but are able to catch up with tonight. After the event, the networking will continue, and you will be able to say hello to a few people. Hopefully, maybe not with a glass of champagne this time. Who knows? Maybe you will, but maybe a mug of tea and an opportunity to catch up with old friends and new. So, for the ceremony, a little bit of how it's going to proceed. I'm going to walk everybody through the process. I'm going to ask our presenters, our award presenters, to join me on stage. They'll be able to do that by turning on their microphone and camera when they are requested. They will join me on stage. They will have an opportunity to say something both wise and succinct before they announce the award. When they announce the award, a film will start to tell you a little bit more about all of the wonderful things that organisation have achieved and why they've received this award this year. And then when the film finishes, I will ask the award winner to join me on stage by turning on their microphone and camera. They will say something equally wise, equally succinct, and then we will move on to the next presentation. So if everything goes according to plan, then we will do that 11 times, and we will have had some tremendous projects shown to us, some amazing films, some wonderful companies, some superb projects from the NHS and from academia. So I'm very confident. I've seen the films, I know who the winners are, and I know that you are going to be impressed with those projects. And then at the end, I will finish up, and I will take you back to the tables setting, and you will have an opportunity to continue networking. So, the dubious honour of being the first to present is Richard Thompson from Development Bank of Wales. So, Richard, if you would be able to join me on stage, then we can see whether this technology and this platform is going to work. So, Richard, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me, Gwyn?
Excellent, excellent. I'm really relieved I can see you and hear you. So, thank you for joining me, Richard. And now is your big opportunity to say something, as I said, both wise and yet succinct. And then, following your comments, if you could announce the winner of the Innovation Award in the industry categories that have been sponsored by Development Bank of Wales. Thank you very much for that. And then when you're finished, then we will play a film to tell everybody a little bit more about the project. So, Richard, over to you.
Great, thank you, Gwyn, and thank you, MediWales. On behalf of the Development Bank of Wales, it's a real pleasure to support the MediWales Awards again this year. We've done it many times. I have to say it's really strange to be doing this sitting at home and really missing my glass of champagne. A cup of coffee is not quite the same. I've got to say I've been so impressed to see how the NHS and the Welsh companies have responded to the extraordinary challenges this year. I'd also like to mention some of my colleagues. I mean, DBW's also played its part in a sort of economic context. When COVID struck, we rapidly moved the whole organisation online, continued to deliver business as usual. And some of my colleagues, not myself, also delivered the COVID-19 loans, delivering £92 million by July into over 1,300 Welsh businesses, which was quite stunning to watch, I have to say. But on to the awards. The Innovation Award recognises the development of an innovative technology, design and/or process that has produced a major improvement in business performance. We have two finalists this year. They are Huntley Diagnostics and CanSense. I'm afraid I don't have a gold envelope, but I'm delighted to announce that the winner is CanSense.
So almost seamless there, Adam. Slight delay, but I see you've got your prompt. You're up on stage. So Adam, tell us a little bit more about CanSense.
Gwyn, I couldn't hear that through the microphone, but hopefully you can hear me. I'm very surprised. Clearly, I'm not dressed like you, hence the. Hence, you could tell that I wasn't expecting this, which is really nice. It gives some validation to what we're doing, and which is, clearly focused on early detection of cancer in the first instance, bowel cancer. And this and awards like this just make our job sort of easier, if you like, in order to deliver this and keep focusing on trying to deliver this into the NHS market for the better good of UK in general, and obviously focused on the patients. And we thank those who have supported our trials, and thank those like Development Bank who've supported us in our startup, as well as, you know, supporting us in general for this innovation award. Much appreciated.
Adam, that's excellent. Thank you very much, and a very worthy winner. I know the judges had some superb entries to review in this category, and there was a unanimous decision that CanSense were a very worthy winner. So congratulations. What I should say is that we will get to you your certificate and your bottle of fizzy that is traditional at the MediWales Awards. As the MediWales team travel around Wales, we do love to see your certificates in your entrance lobbies of various offices. So just because we're doing this event virtually doesn't mean we're going to shy away from producing your nice frame certificate. So we will get that to you, Adam. And once again,
much appreciated. And I realise, and also to the judges, I can't imagine it being an easy job, but I'm very happy that we're winners, as you can tell by my expression.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Adam. So we've got through the first award, and now we're going to move on to the Startup Award. And I'm expecting Paul from Able and Imre to join me on stage. Able and Imre are the sponsors for the Startup Award. Able and Imre have been supporters and sponsors of the Innovation Awards pretty much since its foundation. So we very much appreciate that support, and we know that they are a great company who do a lot with the sector. So, Paul, you have two jobs to do. You have something to say that is wise and succinct, and you also have some to announce who the Startup Award winners are in this category. Paul.
Okay, thank you, Gwyn. Yes, I hope everyone can hear me properly. So Able and Imre, we are a leading firm of intellectual property lawyers. We have an office in Cardiff, and as Gwyn mentioned, we've been involved with the MediWales Awards for many years now, and we are once again delighted to sponsor an award, and we would like to thank the MediWales team for all their efforts and support this year, in particular this year, which obviously is a strange one, and one where we're all living under unusual circumstances. And thank you also for making sure this event happens, not in the way I think anyone would want it to happen, but at least we are all getting together and making the most of the technology available to us. Anyway, onto the award, which is what you all want to hear about. So the Startup Award is presented to the newly established company in the healthcare sector that, in the opinion of the judges, shows the most promising future. And the finalists in this category are Forth and Luzerne Scientific. And I'm very happy and very pleased to announce that the winner is Luzerne Scientific.
So my job was to invite Jerome to the stage, but the
Hello.
team have been quicker and more efficient than that. Jerome's here to accept his award, so that's excellent. Congratulations, Jerome, and I hope you're very pleased with that. And would you like to tell us a little bit more about the work that you've been doing?
Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you, MediWales, for the award. It's amazing. I mean, I'm really surprised. We've worked so hard with my colleagues of the University of South Wales to have this startup company. It's been such a tough time through COVID, of course. So we worked really hard to create this fast COVID-19 test, which can be used for, the platform itself can be used for many other applications as well. And the reason why I'm dressed up like this, because I'm still going through clinical trials, and we're working really hard to get this get this off the ground. But in the future, we will switch away from COVID, and do many other interesting applications. So I was going to have a sip of my alcohol gel, but maybe I shouldn't. But thank you very much. It's really appreciate it.
Jeroen, thank you. No, thank you very much. And before you go, can you just tell us, one of the things that I was really pleased to see when I read about the project was just the amount of Welsh organisations who've collaborated to bring this project to life. Are you able to tell us a little bit about the amount of companies? We saw those logos in the film, and that was great.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, without them, we couldn't have done this. I mean, for one, the GX group have made this amazing, beautiful, in my eyes, device. But of course, our clinical partners, Public Health Wales, Cwmtaf Morgannwg Health Board, we've been supported by the Welsh Government, but the idea was to keep the supply chain very local, because that's one thing we've seen in the COVID response, that there's constant supply issues. So that's why we're partnering with Biomont, who are going to produce our assays. UPG is going to produce the probes for us. Axiom is going to manufacture the device. But then also, in terms of innovation, we've been helped by Big Innovation and Suzanne Morgan, the whole regulatory pathway so we kept everything local. And actually, I think it works because you can move faster.
That's excellent, and I'm sure there's going to be case studies to follow of exactly the benefits of working locally. So thank you again for that. So thank you, Jeroen. I'm going to move on now to our Outstanding Achievement Award for this year, which won't surprise you to note that we have for this year renamed it the Outstanding COVID Achievement Award, because most of the companies who applied in this category were responding to the COVID crisis, and their achievements reflected that. So I'm very pleased to hand over to another long-term friend of MediWales, Michael Gratz, who's with us and under the brand of BioFizz this year. And Michael, if you could tell us something about yourself, and then tell us who's won this superb award.
Well, thank you, Gwyn. I think we've been very fortunate to be a part of the awards and Friends to MediWales for, I think, going on 7 or 8 years now, and proud to continue that for many years to come. I think, as Gwyn said earlier, no one would have believed that we would have been meeting up virtually rather than in frocks and black ties, not quite a black tie, and dining under the watchful eye of Dippy after this awards ceremony. I, for one, really find myself, in my reality, slipping somewhere between Minority Report and Into the Wild, and sometimes wondering whether honing my anti-zombie skills on Last of Us will actually become a necessity. But realistically, I think my flight of fancy into our oddly Hollywood-esque state of being brings me to why I am here. So on behalf of BioFizz and MediWales, I would like to present the Industry Outstanding COVID Achievement Award. The Outstanding Achievement Award is presented to the company in recognition of an achievement in response to the pandemic that has had a significant or vital impact on that organization. The 2 finalists were Sativa and Bond Digital Health, and I'm pleased to announce that the winner is Bond Digital Health.
So congratulations, Bond Digital. Thank you very much, Biophys. And Phil Groom, welcome. And
well,
I'm genuinely shocked.
We are. I'm wholly unprepared for this, I'm afraid. So nothing wise is coming out of my mouth at the moment. No, so God, thank you so much. We've been working flat out on this, as everybody knows, for a long time. It is a global project, which comes with its challenges, such as talking to people at Tokyo at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then talking to people in Canada and the States. I know it's been a whirlwind. So yeah, thank you, MediWales. Thank you to the sponsors, and thanks for Michael for presenting it. You know, so that's great. Thank you so much.
That's excellent, Phil, and much deserved. We all know that Bond Digital have been working really hard, not only this year as a response to COVID, but your team have been working really hard to be part of the life science sector and to be a success. And so very pleased that you've got the award recognition this year, but I know that you've also had some business successes to go along with it. So congratulations and well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And so now I get to move on to partnership with the NHS Award. And I'd be very pleased if Alan Sumner from Roche can join me on stage. Alan, if you are able to join me. I believe, excellent. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Last year you were looking very dapper in your kilt and black tie, and so I'm really pleased to see that you've stepped up this year. Welcome, Alan.
Thank you very much indeed, Gwen, and it's a great pleasure to be here. I have to reveal a secret that I've not got my kilt on underneath in the bottom half of this, but I'm sporting a decent pair of tracksuit trousers, though. So, but anyway, on behalf of Roche, I'm really delighted and honoured to present the awards. And we have some very strong diagnostic teams in Wales and diabetes care teams who've long-standing relationships with MediWales and many of the virtual award ceremony participants that are on the call just now. I'd certainly like to pay tribute to everybody involved in the collective effort in the fight against COVID and the return to some sense of normality we're all hoping for next year. I mean, COVID has showed us the value of industry partnerships and the important role diagnostics can play in a well-managed health system like Wales have just now. Our dream would really be to see that played out in the future so that there is improved diagnosis for many more diseases and conditions such as heart disease, cancer and Alzheimer's. So that would be our hope and our learnings from COVID. This award is for the development of a partnership and collaboration with the NHS that has improved their business performance and has benefited patient care within the NHS. The finalists are Rescape and DTR Medical. And I'm very pleased to say that the winner is DTR Medical.
I think you're on mute.
Bound to do it at some point, wasn't I? So there we go. So excellent, another worthy winner. I know the judges were very pleased to see this application and to award this prize. So if you would like to share with us a little more about the project, then that would be excellent.
Yeah, well, first of all, on behalf of everyone, DTR, and certainly everyone within the NHS in ear, nose and throat who've received SNAP, We're really very surprised, very grateful. So thank you very much. I think the point's been made really that COVID has not just been about COVID, it's been about managing around that and treating other conditions. I'm an ENT head and neck surgeon. We manage head and neck cancer. We were absolutely keen to make sure that our services were maintained during the pandemic and made sure our patients were diagnosed still early, even though we were seeing them in a slightly different manner. And creating the SNAP with DTRs enabled us to carry on doing our diagnostic service, picking up cancers early and managing cancers just as we've always done. It's been a real privilege to work with them. They've been extremely professional, and the fact that we've been able to distribute out the SNAP devices to the NHS for free has been really a fantastic achievement. So yeah, really very chuffed. Got to say, we've never really won anything before, so I hope this doesn't stop our kind of mentality of keep going until we win something. But thank you very much to everyone. Thanks to DTR especially for working with us and the NHS on this.
That's excellent, and I can assure you that DTR aren't a first-time winner at the MediWales Innovation Awards. They have quite a trophy cabinet over the years of successful applications. So
well, hopefully they can send the bottle of champagne our way. Then we'll happily take that.
There'll be a bottle of fizz and a certificate for every partner. So okay, so thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Great, congratulations, DTR Medical. So, and now I'm going to move on to export achievement. It's Lorna Bolton from Greenway Scott. Lorna, if you would like to meet me on stage. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Gwen, thank you.
So great to see you, and great to know that we are celebrating some export achievement this year, especially considering how challenging times have been. So so thank you to GS Verdi for supporting this award, and please, if you'd let us know a little bit more about the company.
Yeah, thanks, Gwyn. And hi, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying the event so far. On behalf of the GS Verdi Group, we're very, very proud to sponsor MediWales Awards again this year. And it's fantastic to be part of such an inspiring industry, especially in the current climate. So, yeah, congratulations to everyone that's involved. This award is for maximising opportunities to exploit and develop new markets or outstanding performance in other areas of international trade. And the finalists are CellPath and Sharp Clinical. And I'm very pleased to announce that the winner is Sharp Clinical.
A little slow with the camera there. So we're going to try and in the long tradition of awards, I think we have an issue with our winner Ian Morgan, General Manager of Sharp Clinical, is probably not able to join us. Ian, if you are in the room and waiting to join us, then please do so. But I believe we've got Jane Surridge in the room, and Jane, if you are able to join me on stage, then that would be entirely appropriate. And so we've invited Jane, and in the meantime, I would like to say congratulations to Sharp, because they are a very worthy winner, and a company, as with so many of our award winners and our presenters and our sponsors, they are a company who've been around the life science sector in Wales for a long time, and doing some fantastic work in terms of supporting life sciences, and also creating employment, economic impact, and support for the sector in Wales. So I'm delighted to recognise that effort that Sharp have made, and I think we're probably going to have to move on, but I think we are getting some messages in the chat from John Hogan, and there's a thank you from GS Verdi and to MediWales for the award. So we will take those thanks and say congratulations again, and then we will move on to the next award. So, Industry Judges Award. So, just to let you know how it works, every year, when we have the awards in the industry and in the NHS categories, and they're judged separately in 2 different groups, but for each award we take a look at all of the applicants across all of the subject areas, and we decide on who's a worthy winner that has not yet been recognised in those awards, but across all of the categories. So that's the nature of the Industry Judges Award. I'm now going to hopefully have Jeanette Holmes, although I'm told that we also have a problem with Jeanette Holmes joining us. So we were doing so well. I'm going to ask Isabel Ford, who is our the manager at MediWales, who's put in so much effort into this award. So she knows far more about all of the awards than anybody else. And Isabel, you were standing by to step in at this point. So Izzy, would you like to carry on, tell us a little bit about the Industry Judges Award, and then we'll watch the film.
Thanks, Gwyn. Sorry we couldn't get the others up to present, and sorry I'm rather red, I'm sitting next to quite a hot radiator. But really pleased to announce the Judges Award. Particularly I've been involved in all of these awards, running it all, and I've seen all the applications, and they've just been fantastic. So this award is presented by the industry judging panel for the entry across all categories which they feel best captures the spirit of the industry awards. The winner is Hybrizan.
Hello, thank you very much.
Chris, I knew you were there. I knew you weren't going to let us down. I already knew you were in the room, so congratulations. I already knew you'd won, but I wasn't able to tell you that. So really, congratulations. You and your team have done such an amazing job this year, and put in such a huge effort, both in the COVID response and in your other projects. So congratulations, very worthy winners. So if you'd like to tell us a little bit more about the company, that would be great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, delighted. Thank you very much. We didn't expect to win, certainly not this award. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster of a year for us. We've really sort of experienced every sort of part of the pandemic in terms of a response, and obviously we signed off our investment round and we started moving other technology forward. We've got great partners in Gwalior Healthcare for the sanitizer range. we're moving into some really great places, and we're just sort of getting the last stages of ball rolling for our own dressing products. So we've come on significantly this year, and we're delighted. So thank you very much.
Brilliant, excellent. Thank you, Chris. What great winners. So we're now moving from the industry award winners to the NHS award winners. We introduced the NHS awards at a very early stage in the MediWales Innovation Awards, and that was made possible through collaboration with Health and Care Research Wales, and so again we're very grateful for Health and Care Research Wales collaboration and involvement in the awards, and your recognition that we're bringing together the industry, the academic and the clinical and the NHS research parties in developing products, in doing innovation, in doing research is vitally important. And I think the fact that we work together every year on this event and in these awards really does underline that, and Wales's intent in that area. So I'm really pleased that I can now ask to come to the stage Caris Thomas, who is Head of R&D Policy at Health and Care Research Wales. And Caris is going to announce the Health and Social Care Research Partnership Award. Caris, are you there? Now I know Caris is in the room because I said hello to her this morning before we started. So Caris, are you there? So I've now been told that Caris is not in the room. I'm not entirely sure what's happened with that. This is a little bit of a shock to me as well. But we're going to carry on. If there is a representative from Health and Care Research Wales in the room, please put your hand up now. Please say hello in chat, and we will get you to come up and say a few words. But if not, I would like to announce the winner of the Health and Social Care Research Partnership Award, and I'm very pleased to announce, and in such a timely fashion, that the winner this year is the organisers and the collaborators for the Oxford vaccine study in Wales. So if you'd like to run that film, please. And congratulations to that whole team for that for that award, and one that we've already heard so much about in the press. So I'm going to ask Sue Bale to join me on stage as a representative of that team to accept the award, and Sue, if I know, and I absolutely know that Sue can join me because she is in the same building as me. So I will hand over to Sue very shortly. it's not. You're not coming through. Do you want to come in and...
Hi. Thanks very much. I'd like to thank the judges and MediWales for giving us this award as a partnership. But I think most of all, we've got to start with thanking the participants. The participants in this trial were all frontline healthcare staff, and they did an amazing job coming in between shifts and coming from all over Southeast Wales rather, to join into this study. So thank you to those participants. They've been amazing and kept with us all the way through. So I'm delighted to receive this award on behalf of the whole team. Now, from the onset, or the offset, we've known that a vaccine is probably the only way through this pandemic. So it's been really exciting, as well as extremely challenging, to run the first COVID vaccine trial in Wales. And in being the first, we've sort of been able then to get lots of experiences and skills in order to inform the other trials now for COVID that are taking place in Wales, which is brilliant. So with the partners we've worked with before in an Iron Bevan, we've all worked together. So Public Health Wales, the Centre for Trials Research, and of course Health and Care Research Wales, we work together all the time. But what's been fantastic about this experience is that we've all grown even closer together. We've got stronger bonds than we ever have before, and all the staff have been mixed in, and we've worked together virtually and in person in running this study, and I think that will stay with us for the future. So for us, that's been the real positive. And I think the fantastic news is that vaccine trials, vaccines are being released now, and hopefully the MediWales Awards, Gwyn, will look a little bit different next year than they are this year. But thank you once again to the strong partnership and to Health and Care Research Wales and our participants. Thank you.
So thank you very much for that, Sue. And ironically, when we have somebody in person at a digital event and we're all observing social distancing, that was actually more of a logistical challenge than getting somebody to join me on camera. So thank you very much to Sue, who has now left the room, and I have rejoined you so that we've not broken any rules. And now I'm going to move on to the Scaling Up of Innovation and Transformation Award. This is sponsored by the Life Sciences Hub Wales, and I'd like to welcome to the stage Carrie-Anne Quinn, Chief Executive of the Life Sciences Hub Wales, who will tell us a little bit more about the award and will announce the winner. Carrie-Anne. And we really are having some technical challenges. So I'm going to announce the winner, and hopefully we can get Carrie-Anne online. I can tell you a little bit about this award, but I think what I will actually do is hand over to Isabel Ford again, who's got all of the information, and then we can watch the film. So Isabel, would you like to join me on stage?
Hi again, Gwyn. Thanks so much. I'm happy to be here as a backup for anyone that's that tech's not working for, unfortunately. So this is the Scaling Up Innovation and Transformation Award. Again, fantastic category for applications this year. The judges were really, really impressed. So this award is to recognise a change initiative that has led to the positive, sustained transformation of a health or social care service, model or technology that has demonstrated impact through being shared and implemented at scale, enabling others to benefit from the innovation and the lessons learned along the way. So we have two finalists, Cymru and NHS Wales Health Collaborative, and the winner is NHS Wales Health Collaborative.
So I think we have on this occasion we knew that Rhys Jeffries is not available to accept this award on the behalf of the NHS Wales Health Collaborative Respiratory Health Implementation Group, but I understand Mark, are you available to tell us a little bit more about the project?
Hi there. Oh, that's a bit of a shock. I thought it was going to be Rhys or Simon Barry or Laura, but it's just me. Hello from Bilindra Cancer Centre, where I am today. And yes, fantastic. I mean, this initiative was fantastic during a very, very scary time for us all. Lots of people, lots of experts got together, ITU consultants, nurses, palliative care doctors, and various others, and researchers to look at the latest guidelines and what to do in COVID-19 and other respiratory health conditions. And I think we covered most fields with rapid access guidelines. And I certainly was, not just a producer, but also a consumer of these guidelines in terms of what to do in which situation. And we'll continue to be using these guidelines and updating them with the team until the vaccine rollout has really begun. So I think it really aligns with some of the other awards we've seen here this evening in terms of the best management of the acutely unwell COVID-19 patient and what to do in different situations, including the important symptom control and palliative care management of these very unwell people who we've been seeing here in the hospitals. So thank you very much, Gwyn, and I feel a bit bad for accepting this award because Rhys or Laura Wallace or Simon should be, but we were all part of the team, and it took a lot of time and a lot of effort, but it was absolutely fantastic. So thank you.
Mark, it was obviously a team effort and a collaborative effort, and we will make sure in our press releases and our other posts that Rhys and the team get their full recognition.
But you can send the champagne to me. That's okay. Okay?
Champagne and certificates to
Simon
you.
Barry doesn't drink any alcohol.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. So the next award, this one's going to fall to me to present, and so the award is sponsored by Teamworks Design, and it is for digital impact in the NHS, this award is to celebrate health and care related digital innovations that are having a positive impact on the lives of people in Wales. The finalists are Aneurin and Bevan University Health Board, Complex Care, and NHS Wales Informatics Services Clinical Portal. And if we could run the film, that would be great. And so, congratulations to that team. Now, I know that we have a reluctant recipient online because although the Digital Health Ecosystem Wales and the Life Sciences Hub were partners in this project. I know that Helen Northmore would be the first to say that it was a team effort and there was some significant collaborators. So Helen, we're just grateful that you are here to accept the award on behalf of the team, but if you want to give everybody else credit and a shout out, that would be excellent. So Helen, over to you.
Thank you, and thank you to the judges for the award. It's been something really special to play a part in helping tens of thousands of patients, public, clinicians and staff stay safe through this pandemic. And most of us have been involved in transformation projects in the past, and we understand just what it takes to implement new ways of working. And as Gwyn said, this was an incredible team effort. We're pleased to see the service growing every week, and we really could not have got where we have without the incredible team at Tech Cymru, the support from the Nara and Bevan Health Board, NWIS, Cwtch Gwent, the ecosystem, also Digital Communities Wales, and the teams in every single health board and trust whose relentless efforts made this possible. So we're grateful to everybody who's been involved, and thank you again for the award.
Helen, thank you so much. And I know the efforts that have gone into this project, so I think it was a well-earned award for the whole team. So thank you. Right, so moving on, I'm now happy to announce that well, I'm not announcing. I'm announcing that Alan Sumner is going to rejoin so that he can announce the NHS Wales Working with Industry Award. And Alan, if you would like to take the stage for a second time.
Thanks very much, Gwyn. I'm really pleased to present the NHS Wales Working with Industry Award on behalf of Roche. This award is for NHS Wales personnel who've collaborated with industry on a project that's resulted in major impact and benefit. The finalists are Cardiff and Vale University Health Board Urolift and Betsy Cadwallader University Health Board Cellular Pathology. And I'm really pleased to say that the winner is Betsy Cadwallader University Health Board Cellular Pathology.
A tremendous project there, and one that we were very pleased to recognise the award for. And Pearl, I believe you have stepped up to accept the award on behalf of the team. So are you able to tell us a few more things about the project?
Well, firstly, thank you very much. It's quite a surprise to have won the award, and very grateful to the judges, and very exciting indeed. It's a project that's been ongoing for about several months now, employed very quickly, especially when COVID came up. And we've worked very closely with the Managing Director of Talking Point, a gentleman called Malcolm Grant, who's taken huge initiative to understand the pathology system and the cellular pathology system in particular, and how technology could be adapted to actually shorten the reporting process. So instead of a pathologist having to report a secretary type and then issue the report, the pathologist can view the slide on screen, issue an immediate report, and it's released straight to the Welsh Clinical Portal, delivering an immediate result. So it's a massive change to what we've been able to do in the past, and it's enabled us to keep working during COVID. So it's been wonderful. The main people, as I say, has been Malcolm and Amanda and Dr. Mohammed Aslam, who unfortunately can't be with us today, but all credit to them. They deserve the reward very much. Thank you very much.
We will make sure that everybody involved gets the certificate and gets the recognition that they deserve. So congratulations for that award. Okay, so we have made it through to the final award. Now, this is the NHS Judges Award, and again, it's going to fall to me to present this award. Again, the Judges Award in the NHS category, so these are our NHS peer group and judges, will have reviewed all of those categories that you've seen, the Digital Award, the Research Award, the Scaling and Innovation Award, and the Working with Industry Award. And they will have felt that a number of projects have really stood out and that deserve recognition, even if they haven't won in their specific category. So this is why we have devised over the last 15 years the Judges Awards, both in the industry category and in the NHS one. So it is my pleasure to say that the award presented to the NHS judging by the NHS judging panel for the entry across all categories, which they feel best captures the spirit of the NHS Awards, and the winner is Tech Cymru.
Hello.
Okay, and I understand that we have Sarah Khalil here, who part of the Tech Cymru team. Sarah, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Well, we didn't expect this at all. I'm going to have to freestyle because any of the preparations I made have gone out the window. Well, thank you very much to the MediWales judges. It's really lovely to think that we got this final award. I suppose I just want to say that most of us in the team would have worked in transformational projects in the past, and we know all of the challenges that are associated with trying to introduce change into the NHS. But in March, we kicked off the VC service, and we had people putting their hands up from across all organisations asking how they could help. And I just really want to recognise the collaborative effort that has made this sort of come to fruition. We're now up to over 85,000 consultations have taken place across Wales. And from the feedback we've had from clinicians and patients, it's been utterly humbling just to see what a difference it's made to people's lives in terms of their anxieties and a feeling of being able to keep safe during this pandemic. So we realise we're behind the scenes. It's only a small part in the combined efforts of the NHS to keep people safe, but it's been a privilege to work with this team, to work with NWIS, Cwtch Gwent, Digital Health Ecosystem Wales and Digital Communities Wales as well. And of course, all of the health boards whose programme teams and clinicians made things happen very fast. So thank you.
Absolutely, and congratulations and well done. And if that was your freestyling, then it was word perfect. So,
Thank you.
So well done. And certificates will be winging their way to you in due course. So yes, congratulations to the team and for that award. So now it falls to me to close the official proceedings. I have a couple of mentions to make. In the industry category, you heard some of the finalists, but we just wanted to make sure that you were aware that we had a number of applications who we felt deserved special mention, and they will get recognition and certificates. And that was the entries that were put in by Roche, Dr. Cytiva, Forth, and Rescape. And special mentions on the NHS side. We really do appreciate the effort and the time that the applicants put into making these applications. We try and keep the process as light as possible because we do value people's time, but we really do appreciate the effort people make. And so Cardiff and Vale UHB Eurolift, Aneurin Bevan UHB Complex Care, Betsy Cadwallader UHB Children and Mental Health Services all deserve a special mention and will be recognised. So that's a big congratulations to everybody who's won an award, who's been a finalist, who's had a special mention at today's awards. We will make sure that that you get your certificates, that you get your bottle of fizzy, and that you get recognised in our various publications, social media, and other outlets. Although from previous years' experience, hopefully Twitter's already going wild, and we'll be able to catch up with you guys on Twitter in terms of celebrating the awards. The films that you've seen will be online, they will be on YouTube, and so we will be able to point people in that direction as well. Thank you so much to all of the presenters. It has been a challenge. We've had some connectivity issues, we've had some challenges because of time of day. But I really do appreciate all of the efforts that people have made to be here, to be part of these awards and to present for us. In particular, I'd like to say thank you again to our event sponsors, Roche, Welsh Government Health and Social Services, and Health and Care Research Wales. And I'd like to say thank you one more time to all of our award sponsors. So that was the Development Bank of Wales, Able and Imre, BioFizz, Roche, GS Verdi, GX, Health and Social Care Wales, Life Sciences Hub Wales, Teamworks Design, Roche, and Health Technology Wales. And that list, although they are a list of sponsors, they're also a list of friends and a list of colleagues and a list of collaborators. So it was really, really heartwarming to bring together an event that was able to celebrate the efforts of all of these organisations that have won today. So I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to say thank you so much to Isabel, who has been the one that when you've emailed, you've probably had a call or a reply from Isabel. Isabel Ford has been putting in a huge effort in the background of today's event. And Sam has been working on the technology, and we had no problems with films running, and they all ran in the right order. So really appreciate that, Sam. And thank you to the guys at Teamworks who put the films together and the graphics and did such a professional job in that. So I think I've said thank you to everybody. If I haven't, I apologise, and I will carry on saying thank you in the chat after we break and go back to the tables. But I think the ceremony part of our proceedings is done, but you are welcome to join us. You've already had a chance to use the tables and to jump between tables. Just double click on a different table if you want to go and speak to different people. And hopefully you will be around for quite a while yet, saying hello to everybody and making new connections and talking to the winners. So thank you so much, and I will leave it there and see you